Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M19 Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jackson on first down, and his first pass is incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. From the gun, Jackson toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Tuck it and run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
fumble recovery. Moon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. Able to push his way through. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on. Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Following the fumble recovery, Moon. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Moon. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. From the gun, here's Moon. And an alley to run. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaken. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 67 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a play fake here on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down, Moon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Moon to throw. Flushed out right. 20! And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Second down, Collins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Ravens send their punter out now. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Moon. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 2nd down, here's Moon. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now Moon. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Patriot. Set.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he's got Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Flush to his right. is here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, it's Moon. His throw incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone, 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 gone.
Operating from the gun, Moon fights loose, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, look at the Jew. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 64 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 104 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Looking long for Thomas. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, second and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Stops short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now Collins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Moon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, it's Moon. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moon. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Moon. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Moon. Now he steps away. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Moon. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play fake. Now Moon. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Moon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear the special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied 2nd half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Jackson looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh, my goodness, three or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Following the fumble recovery, Moon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Moon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Moon. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Jackson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Drops it underneath for Collins. And it's a fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Lambo on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
3-19.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Now Moon. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun. Moon. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing is Jackson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Jackson shakes off the sack, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Miles Jack in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down, Moon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Moon. Now he's flushed out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Moon. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Frank Clark coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun. Moon. And that's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, Moon. And that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught right side, it turns. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. But at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
He'll get it up the middle. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go. Detroit!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson airing it out for Hearns. That's caught inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Michael Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Jacksonville, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.